Hi everyone, happy to be back today for a new video, and we are going to look at this very new module, Color Harmonizer, that has been released on Darktable 5.6, and this is one of the latest functions that I didn't demonstrate it so far. So I demonstrated some AI function, for example the mask AI function or the denoise AI function. I kept it a little bit for later for two major reasons. The first reason I wanted really to dig into that and try to understand a little bit more the story behind that. And I wanted also, before jumping into the harmonizer, to do the videos on Color Balance RGB that I will link also here, that are for me two different things, but I felt the color harmonizer was more interesting at the very beginning than the color balance RGB, was more interesting than the color harmonizer to start with. With that said, let's start with the color harmonizer. I will give a little bit of the history at the end of the video, so stay tuned if you want to hear how it has been built, but I will jump first on the how-to of this color harmonizer. So once again, the color harmonizer is something that is working on the hue of the image. So if I compare it to the color balance RGB, it's a different things. As soon as the color balance RGB is working on the brightness on the image, and you will add and modify the hue of a special zone. Let's say the shadow will be cooler, the highlight will be warmer. Here you are not adding any hue to your image, you are working on the hue that is already existing, and you grade them and you try to harmonize them. So this is really two different things here, and it's also something that is important to get, is that here you are working on the different hue at the same time, trying to harmonize it, whereas for color balance RGB you had some tint, you had some hue on a specific zone, and then you can tweak the different things. So it's really two different modules, but I wanted to emphasize that because it has been a question also in on my previous video. People were speaking about the color harmonizer, so I felt it was the right moment also to release it to you. The color harmonizer module itself, you need to first of all go use the vector scope to work with, and then once you have activated the module, there is different key function. So the first control is the harmony rule. So this is exactly where you start by choosing which harmony you want to apply. So it's how you will harmonize your image, how you will separate the different hue, and how much node you will have. So usually I think the most, I would say, common one would be the complementary hue, where you have two hues opposite, in the opposite side of the wheel, which will bring up contrast, vibrancy, and so on. You can also find some triad sometime where you have maybe a more colorful image, but it will be up to you to choose. Once again, we are in Darktable, you have the full control out of it, so you can choose which harmony rule you want. Then you need to choose the hue anchor, so how much you will rotate this wheel or this harmony here. I will come back to it at the very end, just because I think it's the most important part and I wanted to cover the other part before. Then you have the pull strength here. So basically the pull strength is really how strong will be the effect, and how, I would say, strongly you will put the colors toward the different nodes. So once again, play with it from 0 that is nothing to 1 that is the most aggressive one. Then you have the pull width, and again the same approach. The more you go on the left, the less aggressive it will be, to the right where it will be the most aggressive, and here it will play with how far this harmonizer will try to pull the color from. So if, let's say, here on the orange part here, it will, the more you will increase this value, the further away on the left and on the right it will try to pull the value toward the node. The neutral protection is something that is very important, and I think actually that's something that you will clearly understand in the picture here that I will demonstrate in a couple of seconds. this is how to protect the neutral value. So we will see later on that not only we will harmonize the image, but we can also tweak a little bit the harmony. But if you tweak the harmony, you may also tweak some gray area that you do not want to tweak. Like for example, this white building here on the background on these gray roofs. So here you may want to keep them, I would say, as neutral as possible, so we can play with this protection. The smoothing part for me, I kept it on all my demonstration and testing, and I did a lot of testing, guys, on 0 because I was afraid of artifact. Honestly, I didn't manage to, I would say, really find the issue here, but it will correct and smoothen the, I would say, the whole module to try to make it as less hard as possible. But even at 0, the transitions are handled internally, so it should be okay. I didn't push it so much here on those different tests. And last but not least, you can always add a little bit of saturation or take out some saturation of the different anchor that you have in your harmonizer. Once again, with that said, guys, one thing that is important for me, you are not, let's say, in the right module if you really want to add saturation on your image. So this is for me something that you can use if you want to, let's say, emphasize a little bit the saturation, emphasize a little bit one part of the harmony, but do not put everything at maximum value. It's not the right module to do it. If you need to adjust your saturation, you need to do it in a separate module. With that said, let's go back to the main, for me, I would say, controller of this module is this anchor hue. So this is really where all the magic happens. So from here, you can modify, if you look on the top here, you can modify the value of the hue and try to tweak your harmony in the image. So what the module will try, if you use this small camera, it will suggest you what is the most suitable and already close to harmony value. So that's what I will do right now, and you will see that it's putting up here this blue and orangish harmony, and I guess you could have feel it already in the image before, but then you see that if I tweak it on and off, we have some modification. It will adjust the color of the coat, it will adjust the color of the bag, it will adjust also all the leaf here, but it's not a big I would say change. It will bring up harmony, it will bring up a little bit of change, of course, but what is really interesting is that you can also tweak, if you want, the harmony to find a new harmony that you want, and you see that the vector scope is trying to once again pull it as close as possible to the value you want. With that said, guys, as in every module, do not push it too far. I already said it, but if an harmony is not here, you will not find an harmony just by putting all those control on the far right and hoping that it will go. I tested it, I tried the unharmonized picture and tried to get them as close to harmony as possible. It will not fly, it will feel unnatural. So this color harmonizer for me is a tool that is super interesting to fine-tune, let's say, really fine-tune your image, not to transform it totally. We saw with the Color Balance RGB that you can really affect the look and feel of your image. This color harmonizer for me is a more subtle touch. It's something that is, I would say, really the final part on it if you want to secure that you are at the very end of the image, that you have everything in place. With that said, of course, you can change still this part, and you can adjust the different part to make it as good as possible for you. But be mindful about not being too strong and too extreme on this part. Another interesting feature about this color harmonizer is I changed the image here to show it to you because I thought it would be maybe more striking if I demonstrate it through this image. So here it's, if I apply the automatic research here from the module, you see that it's bringing up clearly an harmony here between, again, the yellow and the blues here. If I just toggle it on and off, you see that I'm not fighting so much the image by tweaking this harmony. But one thing that could be also interesting is to use this custom function. So this custom function is also coming from a request in the forum. So I think once again it's important to emphasize that this module is coming from people in the forum with some feedbacks and some input from everyone that is using right now Darktable. This custom part allow you actually, as it says, to customize the different nodes without necessarily following one of the harmony that is already preset. So actually for me it's called here the harmonizer, but honestly this is more I would say pulling it toward the other part, because here you can unharmonize your image or break your harmony just to emphasize something. So for example, if I take the cap that is obviously here prominent in this picture with this yellow part, I can tweak the blue here and turn them maybe a little bit greener, for example, and trying to emphasize one part of the image or modify one part of the image without tweaking the other one. So this is really important if you want to break two colors, if you want to emphasize one, or if you want to also adjust maybe based on a series of picture one specific hue. With that said, for me the same restriction apply. Be careful that it doesn't look so unreal, and for me it needs to be as subtle as possible. So this is for me the wrapping up the color harmonizer. As said before, it's a new module coming from the latest release. It came from, I would say, initiated in the Pixels forum. There is some right now limitation that I already said. The first one, and it's not linked to the quality of the module, but it's linked to the module itself. It's that you shouldn't fight harmony here. It's to help you to, I would say, be on the harmony a little bit closer, but it will not change dramatically your image. There is also this gray protection that you need really to pay attention to if you want to keep it, I would say, as real as possible. There is no subject detection here, so it's really just based on the hue. So here, if you look at the example of the hand here, actually when we move the harmony here, we also worked on the color of the hand, which can feel a little bit unreal. So I would normally, if I would do the full edit here, I would normally mask the hand here, most probably thanks to the AI function here, to secure that the hand is not looking so weird in terms of color. So with that said, this is something that, guys, I would invite you to test. Again, it's coming from the forum. It has been coded thanks to AI, but there is no AI function as such. The code came from AI, has been vetted by real human and adapted by real humans through the forum. So I know there is some discussion around this on the Pixels forum. I will not comment anything on that, but what I want for people to really understand is that there is no AI functionality in it. It has been written thanks to the help of AI and then I would say reworked and revised by human later on. Once again, thank you for watching. Please have a look at my Color Balance RGB, which is a complete different thing than the Color Harmonizer video, and also you can look at the color equalizer itself that is a little bit different but closer to this part. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Please feel free to leave any comment if you feel that something is missing or I misinterpreted something. It's a new module. I wanted to demonstrate it to you. I spent a lot of time to test it on different images. It's not working for all images, I think, but once again, it's good to have it in your mind when you edit one of your images. Thanks for watching and see you soon, guys.